people, welcome to your number one cooking show on TV, Food Clinic. My name is Blue and I'm your host for today. So today we are going to be making native rice, otherwise known as palm oil rice. Some people call it concussion rice, some people call it local jollof rice. Anyhow you want to call it, anyhow you want to put it, as long as rice is involved, it's fine. So most people actually say this rice is for the poor, and maybe some call it sakpa jollof rice, like when you don't have money and you don't know what to cook, you just make this rice. But I don't think so, because the ingredients we use for this particular meal are actually rich ingredients. Like we have fish, we have crayfish, and you can use pomo, you can use meat, you can use snail, you can use whatever it is you can afford. So I don't think it's a poor man food. So we'll be right back. When we're back from this break, I'm going to be introducing you to all our ingredients. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, and I'm going to be introducing you to all our ingredients for this special delicacy. So here we have our rice, and we have our already blended pepper here. We also have our salt to taste. We have our fish, smoked fish. We have here cow skin, also known as pomo. And here we have our seasoning cube. And right here we have our onions, and we have our tomato as well. And here we're going to be using our scent leaf, and this is iru. It's a local spice. It's actually known as fermented locust beans, but the Yorubas call it iru. It's actually very rich in protein and also rich in fat, and so many people don't even know it has proteinous benefits in it. Some people just think it's one of those things you just use anyhow. No, it's actually very good for the health, and of course it gives your food this local kind of aroma and spice. Like, it feels really good using this for soups, especially, including rice as well. Whatever it is you want to use it for, just be rest assured that this will give you what you want, the desired flavor you want. And also we have our crayfish here. So when we come back from this break, I'm going to be showing you how to prepare this delicious delicacy. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned. Welcome back. So first and foremost, we are going to be parboiling our rice. That's the first thing to do. I'm going to be using this. Oh, sorry, I was supposed to wash my hands. That's the first thing, of course. We have to be clean, so wash our hands first before we start our cooking. So I'm going to put this here. So this is our rice, and I'm going to be parboiling it now. After then we can start our cooking proper. So we're going to be parboiling our rice now. Some people actually don't like parboiling their rice. Some just wash it and then cook. It depends on what works for you, but I prefer to parboil mine. Sometimes I can also use hot water to wash. I'll just soak the rice in hot water for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then I wash it off. That's how I do mine most of the time. So now I'm going to be slicing our scent leaf, or chopping our scent leaves. It's washed already. It's washed, cleanly and neatly washed. So I'm just going to be chopping this. There's a kind of aroma scent leaf brings to food, especially in pepper soups. It's really nice. In rice as well, anything at all. Scent leaf is actually healthy. It's one of the healthiest spices we use in cooking here in Africa. So scent leaf have a lot of health benefits, of course, and the aroma it gives to food is quite heavenly. So I recommend scent leaf for your dishes, for your pepper soups, for your stews, People use scent leaves for stews as well. I do that too a lot. It gives a very special aroma to stews. And then porridge yam, of course, porridge plantain. You can use scent leaf for anything at all. You can replace scent leaf with ugu leaf. Just depends on what you want or what you like anyways. So I'm just going to be chopping this into small pieces or chunks. This will give our native rice that native spice that it's supposed to give it. So I'm just going to be chopping this while we wait for our rice to boil so we can wash and start the cooking proper. I really love the smell this thing gives. I hear most people actually drink the water from scent leaf because it gives blood to the body. So you just chop just as I'm doing, and then you squeeze out the water and then you drink it. It's actually like blood tonic, like when you're taking blood tonic. That's how it is. So you can see that scent leaf is actually very, very rich. So I'm done with this. I'm done with the scent leaf. So I'm going to be chopping our pomo. It's neatly washed already. Our pomo is neatly washed already. So I'm just going to be chopping it into bits. So while cooking, of course, you have to keep your environment clean because anyone can walk in, of course. So everything has to be neatly done and properly kept in place. Of course, cleanliness is next to godliness. So you have to be clean at all times. So this is our pomo. I'm going to be chopping this in bits, in pieces. Most people actually say pomo doesn't have any health benefit. I don't know about that. But of course, it's just to give the food some kind of look and then to have something inside it just to chew and keep your mouth busy. So I'm going to be cutting this in tiny bits. For those who don't know what pomo is, some people call it cow skin. The English people call it cow skin, but we call it pomo. So I'm chopping this in bits. And then I'll move to our fish, wash it, and then take out the bones and make it ready for use. So I'm done with our pomo. I'm just going to set this aside. Before I make my fish ready for use. So I'm going to be checking our rice to see if it's okay. It's boiling already, but not yet parboiled. So I'll just wait for that. And while I wait, I'll be washing our fish and getting it ready for cooking. So I'm going to be washing our fish, getting all the bones out and make sure it's clean enough. Fish these days are so expensive. You can imagine gote fish, or what they call it, shower fish. That used to be one of the most cheapest fish in the market, but today it's so expensive that people can't even afford it. You hear one is 800 naira, something that used to be 200, 150. Everything is so expensive these days, and people can barely afford to buy fish in the market. So I'm just going to wash this properly and get it ready. Okay. Our rice will soon be boiled. I'm just going to shred them into pieces. I don't really like head of fish, but I'm just going to put it in here. So I'm done washing the fish and shredding, so I'll be checking our rice now. I think the water is almost dry, so I'm just going to be adding little more water into this so it can get done properly before I wash, just to avoid it from getting strong while it's done. So I just added water to that, and here is our fish and our pomo, neatly washed already. So I'm going to be chopping our onions, of course, very important. Everyone knows the benefit of onions in food, and of course its benefits to the body. Onion is good for the eyes, yes, everyone knows that already, and so many things as well. I think most people use onions for detoxification. They just cut like chunk of it and then they put it under their feet and use maybe sellotape to gum it to their legs, to their feet, and then by morning you notice lots of toxins coming out from their body. So I think that's also one of the benefits of onions that people don't really know about, but I think I saw that on the internet, and I know 1 or 2 people that have used that method and it worked for them. So aside what it does in the body, it's also good for detoxification. So I think those are the benefits of onions that people actually overlook, but it's actually not to be overlooked. So I'm done chopping our onions. I'm just going to add it here with our scent leaf. Now our rice is ready to be washed, so we're going to be doing that, and once we're done with that, we'll do our frying. It's so surprising with the way rice is expensive in the market. Some people can still actually afford to buy rice. I think it's a good thing actually, and we are hoping that the government comes to our rescue, because rice is too expensive in the market. As of yesterday, I heard a bag of rice is now 85,000 naira, and I was like, really? 85,000 naira? Something that used to be like 8,500 or so back in the days, and now it's so expensive that a common man can't even afford to eat rice. That's so terrible. It's not a good thing at all. We pray the government actually comes to our rescue, seriously, because the way things are going in this country, some people will actually have to die out of starvation, and that won't be nice at all. We just pray they come to our rescue. So I'm going to be washing this and make sure it's clean. Rice is actually for the rich now in Nigeria, because a poor man cannot afford to eat rice. So we are frying now. Our onion is here, our pepper is here, our iru is here already. Now I'm going to be adding our crayfish to this. Every food tastes better with crayfish, of course, we know that. So I'll be adding our smoked fish as well. is actually needed in this particular meal. And now our pomo will come in here, or cow skin. Yeah. Just a little bit of tomato to it. And then I'll give it a good stir again. This is looking nice already. It's looking nice already, really nice. And of course, it's going to taste as nice as it looks. So now I'm going to be adding little water to this and let it boil for a while. Bring it to boiling, and after then I'll add our rice to it. That's it. Not forgetting our salt to course. So I'm just going to be adding this to it. And then we stir a bit just to get it mixed up. We cover and then wait for some minutes, bring it to boiling, and then we'll add our rice to it. Local jollof is actually it's very popular here in Nigeria, of course. So many people prepare it, even for occasions. They eat local jollof, native jollof. Some people call it concussion rice. Whatever it is you call it, it's fine. But I enjoy it a lot, seriously. Most people think it's a lazy man's food, like when you don't want to cook and you just go to the kitchen, you say, oh, what am I supposed to prepare? What do I want to eat? And probably there's nothing too serious you want to do. You just make native rice or native jollof or whatever it is you call it, concussion rice. So it depends on what you want to call it. But I think it's a very nice delicacy. And of course, it can be eaten anywhere, in parties, occasions, weddings, naming ceremonies. It just depends on how you prepare it or the ingredients you use. Most people use just oil, just palm oil and crayfish. But if you want to make it rich, of course you can. You can add meat, you can add pomo, you can add fish, you can add snail, you can add whatever it is as long as you can afford it. So it's not the poor man's food. It's not just sakpa rice like people call it. Even the rich, of course, they eat native rice. So I don't see anything wrong with it. So it's time to check if our rice is ready. I'll be doing that now. Okay, it's almost done. So I'm just going to check for taste if the salt is okay. Okay, it's perfect. And of course, it's very spicy, just as I like it. We'll just let this to cook for a while, and when we return from this break, our rice will be ready by then, and we'll be giving you a honest review of how this delicacy tastes, and of course, if it is good enough for you to prepare or make in your own house for your people, your family. When we come back from this break, we'll be doing just that. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, people. So our delicious native rice is ready, and right now I'm going to be testing it and giving you my honest review about this delicacy. Looks really nice, as you can see, and I'm sure it tastes nice as well. Okay, 1 more spoon to be sure Very nice, very spicy. The iru and everything, the scent leaf brought out the taste, this native local taste. So nice. And I think you should try this at home, seriously. That's my honest review. It is so nice and delicious. Try it at home, please. That's my honest review. It's not because I made the dish. No, I'm just giving you my honest review on this. It's heavenly, actually. Really heavenly. So people, I've tested this meal and I'm giving it a 9/10. This is something you should try at home, seriously. It's nice, it's giving, it's heavenly. The taste is something else, out of this world. So we've come to the end of our show for today. Please don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles displaying on your screen right now. I'm your favorite host, Blue. Until I come your way again next week, bye for now.